Have you ever imagined that the day you were born might hold deep secrets about who you are? No, we're not just talking about astrology. We're talking about something much more enigmatic, something few truly know about: spiritual archetypes. What if I told you that your birth date reveals not just personality traits, but also your higher purpose, your connection to the universe, and even how you vibrate energetically? Sounds interesting, right? Discovering your archetype might be the key to unlocking a new understanding of yourself, something that goes beyond the physical world and touches the quantum field of existence. Now, if you're curious about how your energy connects with the whole, stay until the end of this video. I'll guide you on this journey to discover what the numbers can reveal about your spiritual destiny. After all, who doesn't want to unravel the mysteries surrounding their own life? Archetype of the perseverant. People born on the 1st, 8th, 15th, or 26th of any month have a striking characteristic: resilience. They seem to have been shaped by the universe itself to face challenges head-on, with a determination that few can match. Imagine a tree that, even in the midst of a storm, refuses to fall, bending only as much as needed to resist and grow even stronger. These individuals, driven by a continuous strengthening energetic vibration, can turn even the greatest adversities into springboards for personal growth. Here's the first reflection. Have you ever noticed how certain obstacles are, in fact, disguised opportunities? That's right. For the perseverant, each barrier is a chance to refine personal development. What's most interesting is that these individuals don't just face difficulties. They also seem to attract growth opportunities in all areas of life. This is because their vibration is attuned to the universal laws of cause and effect. They understand that everything in the universe works in cycles, and that after every fall, ascension is inevitable. It's not uncommon to see these individuals achieving great professional success or overcoming deep emotional crises. In this case, the expansion of consciousness is closely linked to the understanding that reality is shaped by perception and by one's attitude toward challenges. What about you? Have you ever stopped to think about how your stance in the face of difficulties can shape your energetic vibration? The perseverant doesn't settle for anything less than excellence. However, there is a dark side to this archetype: the risk of becoming so stubborn that they ignore the signs from the universe asking for pause and reflection. In their relentless pursuit of success, they might forget that spiritual healing also requires moments of introspection and self-care. The key is balancing ambition with serenity. People like this need to be mindful of their internal and external vibrations, because when their vibrational frequency is out of alignment, even the clearest pay, and let's be honest, who hasn't found themselves stuck in that duality between pushing forward and stopping for a moment to breathe? Universal wisdom shows us that the perseverants have a clear mission: to teach others, by example, that success is not determined by the falls, but by the strength with which they rise. They are true beacons of resilience, illuminating the way for those lost in their own adversities. And so, with each step, they manifest a reality where persistence triumphs over uncertainty. But does everyone know how to identify this inner call to keep moving forward, even when circumstances are challenging? That's something only time and the right vibration can reveal. Archetype of the empath soul. People born on the 2nd, 6th, 16th, or 23rd carry with them a rare and profound gift: Empathy. They are like emotional sponges, absorbing not just what people say, but especially, imagine how intense it can be to live in constant connection with the emotional vibrations of others, feeling every joy, sadness, or fear that crosses their path. On the one hand, this deep connection with others' energy allows them to be great sources of support, always ready to offer a friendly shoulder. On the other hand, if they're not careful, they can become drained because they prioritize others' needs above their own. And who hasn't found themselves in a situation where they've prioritized others so much that they forget about themselves? The empath soul is undoubtedly a figure of light and compassion in the quantum field of reality. Their energetic vibration is subtle but powerful. They easily connect with spirituality, as if they're in a constant silent dialogue with the universe, feeling the pains and joys around them. These people have an intrinsic understanding of the universal laws, especially the one governing the interconnectedness of all beings. Their mission seems to be to elevate the collective consciousness, bringing spiritual healing wherever they go, whether through a word of support or simply by being present. Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if everyone had this ability to feel and understand what others are going through without judgment? However, this gift also presents a great challenge. By absorbing so many emotions from others, the empath soul risks becoming overwhelmed and losing their own identity. It's not uncommon for these individuals to need moments of solitude to recharge and reconnect with their own internal vibration. Practices such as meditation, connecting with nature, or even simply breathing consciously can help them restore their vibrational frequency. After all, if they're not well with themselves, how can they continue helping others? Balance is vital here. Big TL. Do these people truly manage to care for themselves with the same intensity they care for others? Despite the emotional weight they carry, the empath soul also possesses incredible strength to manifest love and compassion in the world. The reality they create around them is an extension of their own essence, a reality of healing, understanding, and cosmic connection. They silently teach that self-knowledge is the first step to helping others. And here lies the big reflection. Is it necessary to learn to care for oneself first in order to be truly empathetic? Archetype of the Seeker. People born on the 3rd, 9th, 18th, or 25th of any month seem to always be on a journey of discovery. They have an insatiable hunger for knowledge, as if the universe has left hidden clues that only the seekers can decipher. For them, reality isn't just what's visible to the eye, but a vast quantum field full of mysteries to be unraveled. This search is, in fact, a spiritual mission, not just to enrich their own soul, but to share what they learn and guide others on their journeys. And that leads us to reflect. How many times have we found ourselves seeking answers to life's deeper questions? The seeker is someone who understands that the expansion of consciousness is a continuous process and that learning never ends. Whether through books, conversations, or even personal experiences, they are always in search of a deeper connection with the universe. It's not uncommon to find them immersed in topics such as spirituality, universal laws, or even quantum physics. What drives them isn't mere curiosity, but a burning desire to understand the truth about existence. And when they finally reach a new understanding, they eagerly share it, often becoming guides or mentors for those still at the beginning of their journey. Have you ever wondered what the true purpose of so much searching is? For the seeker, that answer is always evolving. However, the seeker's path isn't always easy. Sometimes, the flood of questions can lead them to a state of restlessness, where answers seem distant or incomplete. It's as if they are in a constant dance between knowing and not knowing, the known and the unknown. And yet, they never give up. Each new discovery raises their vibrational frequency and brings them closer to a deeper cosmic connection. The seeker knows that despite the difficulties, it's this relentless pursuit that keeps them spiritually alive. And for you, what keeps you moving in your quest for answers? The universal wisdom that the seeker acquires throughout their journey isn't something that can be kept to themselves. Their role is to be a bridge between knowledge and those who have yet to discover the depth of reality. Each new lesson they learn pushes them to manifest a life more aligned with cosmic principles, and this impacts everyone around them. They are masters in the art of transforming reality, using knowledge as a tool for healing and spiritual awakening. But are we all ready to receive these answers? Or are we still trapped in the questions? Archetype of the artisan. Those born on the 4th, 10th, 17th, or 27th of any month carry a unique creative energy. For them, creativity isn't just a form of expression, but a true spiritual connection. Each piece they produce, whether it's a work of art, music, or even a practical solution to an everyday problem, is infused with a special energetic vibration. The artisan sees the world as a blank canvas full of possibilities, and their gift is transforming reality through the power of their creation. But of course, not without battling their greatest enemy, perfectionism. Who hasn't found themselves revisiting a project countless times, searching for a perfection that perhaps only exists in our minds? What's interesting is that for the artisan, creation goes beyond the material aspect. Their art is a spiritual practice, a means of reaching a cosmic connection with the universe. When they're immersed in their creative process, it's as if they are in tune with a higher vibrational frequency, where time and space seem to disappear. And the most curious thing is that through their creations, they not only bring something new into the world, but also inspire others to do the same. It's as if their art is a physical manifestation of their own journey of self-discovery and consciousness expansion. Have you ever thought about how art can be a form of healing, both for the creator and the observer? However, this deep connection to the act of creation can be a burden for the artisan. The desire for everything to be perfect can often prevent them from finishing their works. They are constantly refining, adjusting, seeking something more. This can be exhausting, both emotionally and spiritually, leading to moments of frustration. This is where self-awareness becomes essential. The artisan must learn to accept that perfection isn't the destination, but the creative journey itself. Perhaps the secret lies in understanding that the true beauty of creation is precisely in its imper. After all, what would the universe be like if everything were perfectly predictable? Even with these challenges, artisans continue to shape the reality around them, manifesting the new through their creations. They transform the raw energy of the universe into something tangible and beautiful. And in doing so, they elevate the vibration of everyone who comes into contact with their works. Their creations have the power to inspire, heal, and awaken, which makes their spiritual mission so grand. But the big question is, how can they find the balance between the desire for perfection and the acceptance of the natural beauty of the creative process? Archetype of the mystic. Those born on the 5th, 7th, 19th, or 28th are endowed with a spiritual depth that few can reach. The mystic is the one who looks at the universe and sees far more than the human eye can perceive. They are the introspective thinkers, the ones who dive deep into the soul in search of answers that seem to elude common understanding. For the mystic, the reality we live in is just a small fraction of something much greater, an illusion that covers the true essence of the universe. And so, their life is dedicated to unraveling these mysteries, seeking a direct connection with the divine and the universal wisdom that permeates everything. Have you ever wondered what exists beyond what we can see? This archetype lives in constant pursuit of expanding consciousness. Each experience, each reflection, is a step on their spiritual journey. The mystic is fascinated by the unknown, and it's there that they find both their greatest challenge and their greatest strength. They know that the universe operates in vibrations and frequencies that directly affect our lives, our health, and our choices. That's why they are always connected to practices like meditation, introspection, and the study of universal laws. For them, this cosmic connection isn't just a distant theory, but a truth that directly influences how they live. Perhaps this is why many mystics feel distant from the material world, as if they belong to another realm. But is it possible to balance these two realities? The mystic's path is solitary, but not in a negative way. They need moments of solitude and introspection to process everything they feel and perceive. This deep introspection is what allows them to capture the universe's most subtle vibrations and translate them into wisdom that few can access. It's as if they are guardians of a spiritual truth that goes beyond words. However, this isolation can also be a challenge, as it's often difficult for the mystic to connect with those around them who don't share the same perspective. Have you ever felt like that, as if you were on a journey that few can understand? Despite the loneliness that may arise, the mystic knows that their mission goes far beyond their own experiences. They are like bridges between the material and spiritual worlds, helping those who are ready to awaken to a new reality. Their presence is a constant reminder that there is more between heaven and earth than we can imagine, and that by raising our vibrational frequency, we can access a deeper level of existence. But are we all ready for this transformation, or are we still trapped in the illusions of the physical world? Archetype of the rebel. People born on the 14th, 20th, 22nd, or 31st carry an inextinguishable flame that burns for freedom. The rebel is the one who challenges the status quo, who isn't satisfied with the rules imposed by society, always seeking to create their own reality. For the rebel, conformity is a prison, and the material world is just a small part of something much greater. They intuitively know that our energetic vibration shapes the reality we experience, and that living according to external expectations limits the manifestation of each individual's true potential. Have you ever found yourself questioning everything around you, feeling like the system doesn't make sense? The rebel is by nature an agent of change. They're not here to go with the flow, but to challenge the current, and create something new. Their vibrational energy is so strong that it ends up impacting everyone around them, whether they realize it or not. When a rebel enters a space, it's as if the energy of the place changes instantly. They bring with them a force that inspires others to think outside the box, to question norms, and to seek their own freedom. However, being a rebel can also be a lonely path. Not everyone is ready to face the changes they promote, and this can generate resistance. Is it worth taking the harder path, knowing that many won't understand? Despite the difficulties, the rebel never gives up. The spiritual connection of this archetype is deeply tied to both personal and collective transformation. They feel, in their core, that change is inevitable, and that each of us has the power to shape the future. The universe is in constant expansion, and the rebel is the one who leads the way, exploring new possibilities, breaking old patterns, and paving the way for the new. They believe that only when we free ourselves from the chains imposed by society can we truly manifest the life we desire. But to do that, it takes courage and a deep trust in universal wisdom. Do you have the courage to follow your own path, even if it means breaking away from what's expected? At the same time, the rebel doesn't fight just for themselves. Their fight is also for the freedom of others. They stand up against injustices, oppressive systems, and anything that limits human freedom, because they believe that everyone deserves the chance to live in full awareness of their power. This makes them natural leaders, though often reluctant ones. But as with everything in life, this quest for freedom comes at a cost. The rebel must find a balance between their need for change and the reality of the world they live in. After all, how do you transform society without losing yourself in the process? That is the great mystery the rebel seeks to unravel. Now that you know which spiritual archetype is connected to your birthday, what will you do with this knowledge? Are you ready to apply these insights to your daily life and truly transform your reality? The key to all of this lies in how you use your energy. Have you ever stopped to think about how small changes in your vibration can create big transformations in your reality? The universe is waiting for you to act. So, what's your next step? Maybe it's time to dive even deeper into your self-awareness and start manifesting the life you truly desire. If you want to keep learning how your energy can change your reality, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any content about spirituality, personal development, and how to better understand the quantum field around you. Don't forget to leave a like so YouTube knows this type of content is relevant to you. And before you go, check out the video that's about to pop up on the screen. It'll help you even more on this journey. Thank you for being here.